in Bangkok. Rejoice! You've just arrived in Bangkok. Welcome to your ultimate airport arrival guide. I'm here to help you avoid the chaos and start your trip stress-free. From withdrawing cash, securing phone internet, transportation, and so much more. This will help you hit the ground running in the big mango. Oh, and for my American friends out there, stick around because I have some game-changing visa information that'll make your trip even sweeter. Are you ready? Let's go. Welcome to Suvarnabhumi Airport, Thailand's main gateway since 2006. Here, you're gonna get your first taste of that energy that defines this country. And don't worry, the pronunciation, well, it's much simpler than it looks. Suvarnabhumi. There are two main airports in Bangkok, Suvarnabhumi and the older Don Muang. Don Muang serves a lot of domestic flights and some international flights as well. If you're arriving at Don Muang, don't worry, I have you covered and we'll get to that later. Here at Suvarnabhumi, it's simple. Only one terminal, so you don't have to worry about different terminals. And there are 4 major levels. The departure is on level 4. There's a food level here where you can get your eat on, level 3. And level 2, this one here, well, that's where you're arriving. You and I, we are in Thailand. We've made it to Bangkok. When you get off the plane, don't stop for a SIM card or get cash. And if you can, don't stop to use the bathroom. The line at the immigration, which we just passed, can be quite long. Do get right out here to your luggage. Get that as soon as possible. Don't yet get the cash or the SIM card. We'll get to that soon. Okay, we've made it here outside the baggage claim. This isn't just an airport, this is your gateway to some super cities and what I think is one of the best countries in the entire world. If you're thinking about hopping into a taxi to get into town, well, stick around. I have some information for you, a better way that's faster, cheaper, and much cooler for getting into Bangkok. But right now, let's talk mobile internet data. How are you gonna connect to the internet so your phone will always be on and ready to go? Right here, right away, you'll find your pot of gold, everything you need, internet connection, the phone service providers. There are 3 big ones in Thailand. AIS, and that's the green one here, and that's what I always go with. There's True, that's the red one, and then there's DTAC, that's blue. And you're gonna see DTAC often grouped together with True. Now go to any of those as soon as you come out of the baggage claim. You don't need cash for this. You can have your credit card. Just pop right up there. Make sure you have your passport ready. You're gonna pay around 600 to 1,500 Thai baht for a week or 2 weeks of unlimited internet data. And don't worry, you can always go to the malls later and top it up if you need more data. Now just make sure you have a free SIM card slot available on your phone. If you go the physical SIM card route, they also offer eSIMs, but I'm old school. I always like the physical SIM card when they put it in my phone. And make sure your phone is unlocked as well. If you go red or green or whatever color preference you go with, don't worry, the speed's the same pretty much on all of them. So you're gonna get fast internet all across Thailand. If you go the eSIM route, you can do it here at the booths or you can do it at home before you land here in the big mango. Now, it should be first on your list because having internet connection in Thailand, well, that's essential for navigating like a pro. Now, cash is king, so don't leave the airport without having a few Thai bahts in your pocket. Whoop. There we go, Thai baht, cold hard cash. The current exchange rate is about 100 Thai baht is 2.8 US dollars, or 1,000 Thai baht, well that's 28 US dollars. I would suggest to you withdraw as much as you can when you're going to the bank machine because you're going to be hit with the bank machine fee regardless. And when you're doing it, don't accept their conversion rate. Use your own bank's conversion rate. It'll be a much better rate. Oh, and don't forget to get your bank card out of the machine. I've done that several times. They give you back your bank card last after the cash, and it's a pain in the ass if you forget your bank card, so do not forget your bank card. Now, if you prefer the old school, exchanging your US dollars or your euro or whatever your currency is for Thai baht, well, you're gonna get much better rates on the levels down below, level 1 or the basement level. Just remember, cash is king in Thailand. You're gonna need it for souvenirs and street food as soon as you're out and about on the ground. Bangkok is famous and notorious for its chaos, but there's one phone app that'll make navigating the city a breeze, and when we get into town, I'll show you. Now, you got your phone locked and loaded, you got your cash, you're ready to roll, so let's get out of here. We've come down one level to level 1. What you do, you're gonna get a taxi, you come through this door here, and we're gonna go right outside, and as soon as we get outside, well, right here, we're gonna see some taxi lines. There's one for a regular taxi, and there's one for a big taxi. If you're more than two people, get in the line for the large taxi. Otherwise, get in the line for the regular taxi. So it's easy peasy. You go up to the machine. Once you get the number, you press it, you get a ticket, and with that number, you're gonna spot the taxi number that's for you, and you go up to that taxi, you'll see the number there with the green lights, and you get into the taxi and you're ready for the ride. Now, he should use the meter. If he doesn't, you can get out and come back and get another number and go for a car that has a meter. Otherwise, just go with the rate he suggests. The rate should be around 500 Thai baht. Have some loose change or some Thai baht ready. And no, it's not a scam, but on the highway, if he asks you to take the highway, which you want to, there's gonna be tolls, and it's up to the passenger to pay those tolls. But wait, hold on. We are heading down one more level to the B level, because remember when I said there's a faster and cheaper and cooler way to head into Bangkok? This is it, the airport rail link. We struck gold here on the basement level because also down here, well, there's internet service providers and bank machines. What you could do is come down here to the basement level and do everything: cash, phone card, and then get on the express rail link. You select the last stop, Phaya Thai, and the cost is an incredibly cheap 45 Thai baht. It spits you out this token right here. Yeah. Don't lose that. You don't want to lose your token. He just dropped his, because you're going to need it when you get off. Now, the airport express rail link runs every 15 or so minutes, and it takes us only 30 minutes to get to the heart of Bangkok. And if you don't want to do it from the automated machine, there's a person there, a booth where you can line up and they'll help you buy your ticket. You should probably take it all the way to the end of the line, the Phaya Thai exit, and you're ready to go. You just get on. When the train arrives here, it just arrived, they're gonna let all the people off, and then they're gonna hold people before they get on to do a security sweep, and then you're on. Why sit in traffic when you can glide into the city in style? Now, you remember when I said I would talk about that other airport, not Suvarnabhumi, but Don Muang? Well, it's the same. When you get off your plane, go directly to immigration, don't stop anywhere else. Then afterwards, get your luggage, cash, and phone card, and go outside. And your options here, well, it's quite straightforward. There's only one: get a taxi. There are some public transportation options, but they're complicated. So your taxi is your best option from the smaller, older airport. And remember, we kept our token. You just bam and route off the express rail link. We've arrived here at the Phaya Thai station, and this is the BTS line. The BTS in Bangkok, well, that's the SkyTrain, and you're gonna be using it a lot when you're here in the big mango. So you need to figure out where you need to go on the SkyTrain route, and Right over here, you can buy your ticket from the booth, speak with the person, or if you're up for it, the automated machine's right there. Just slide in your bots, get your ticket, and get up there and get on your way. Now, what the experts do and what I suggest you do is from the booth over there, from the people, buy one of these, and these are a rabbit card. And this is gonna be essential for getting around Bangkok because you top this thing up with Thai baht, and then when you're traveling around Bangkok, you can always hop on the BTS. Now, there are 3 or 4 major BTS lines you wanna be aware of, and we're on the green BTS line right here. And the green one, well, it runs north and south. Then there's the red one here that runs east and west up here in the north. There's another one, the yellow one, that's on the eastern side that runs off to the east and then down to the south. And there's one over here as well. And then you're seeing this blue loop right here. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. Just the essential thing here is figure out where you need to go, get your ticket, and better yet, get a rabbit card, throw some baht in there, top it up with say 1,000 Thai baht, and then get going. We're in Bangkok, rejoice! You've made it! Remember I talked about that dark blue loop on the transportation map there? Well, that's the MRT line, the underground, the subway, and it's another great option. Bangkok has plenty of great public transportation options with the SkyTrain up there and the underground. Come on, I'll show you. Okay, so underground, you can buy your tickets for the MRT, the subway, from the machines, or if you wish, from a person in the booth, or now you can use your credit card, contactless, tap and go. This is great because if the BTS SkyTrain doesn't take you to where you need to go, you'll be well served by the MRT, the underground subway. Happy customers getting on and off. Just remember for me, on all of these, the Airport Express Link, the BTS, and the MRT, be respectful and no eating, no drinking. Okay, the more classic option I'm sure you're aware of when you go around any city in the world, and that's the taxi option. And that's gonna be your friend, especially in the rainy season. You're gonna wanna find one of these yellow and green cars or the pinkish purple cars, and those are the taxis here in Bangkok. Now, when you hop in, they'll have the meter, they'll be running, but be warned for foreigners and also for local Thais, sometimes they don't want to go by the meter and they say a fixed rate for where you need to go. You can either accept it or not, and if you don't, hop out and find another taxi that has the meter going. In peak times though, they got you and you have to do what they say. Remember when I said I have an app for you that'll help you navigate the chaos of Bangkok? Well, this is it. It's called Grab, and it's Southeast Asia's answer to the ride-hailing app Uber. In fact, it's probably even better. They have cars and yeah, motorbikes too, which is great for just weaving your way through the Bangkok traffic. Also, I noted at the airport now, there's a pickup point, so you can take a Grab from the airport. It's perfect. Just make sure you set up your credit card details with the app when you arrive here. Put in your point A, your point B, and you're ready to go. Now, what do I recommend for you? Well, the best option is BTS or MRT. Then Grab is a great option to get to those other places the public transportation doesn't get. Forget about the tuk-tuks. They look cool and everything, but they're not great transportation options, and you'll be stuck in traffic the same way with the regular cars. However, they're great for a night out. Now, remember at the start of this video when I said I have some good news for you Yanks out there? Well, first, before we get to that, do me a favor. If you're liking this video and all the content here, please give it a thumbs up, a like. That'll help me out a lot. Also, have you subscribed yet? I see a lot of you haven't, and if you haven't yet, please do. That'll make sure you're not missing out on any of the upcoming content. Also, it'll help us grow the channel and get the videos out to other food and travel lovers like ourselves. And I have a Patreon link down there with all sorts of exclusive content as well if you want to check that out. Now the good news for the Yanks, the Americans. Well, Thailand has upped the number of days for the tourist visa stay from 30 to 60. Yeah, that means you can stay for now 2 months in the land of smiles instead of 1 month. Really good news. Also, the same from my Indian friends out there as well. I think theirs is now 60 days. Not so good for the Canadians, Brits, and Aussies. Check, but I believe it's still 30 days. So when you're here, you're gonna have to sneak out of the country, do the old border run, and come back in so you can stay a little bit longer and have some more beers and get some more of that delicious street food, pad krapao, and just enjoy your time. Now, you don't need travel insurance when you arrive here anymore. It's not required when you arrive at the airport, but I do recommend that you have some travel insurance when you're here traveling about. You never know what can happen. And I've been using Safety Wings Nomad travel insurance for a few years now, and it's great. It covers you everywhere. Also covers you for short stints when you're back at home, and you can buy it while you're already traveling. There's a link for that down in the description. Okay, relax. You've arrived in Bangkok. You've made it. Go get a Thai massage, get a smoothie, or why not even a toasty from 7-Eleven, or a nice cold beer. Now, there are a lot of mistakes tourists can make when they come here to Thailand and to Bangkok, and I don't want you to make those. So if you're curious what those are, watch this video next.
Oh yeah, are you watching it? Go ahead and watch it. I'm just gonna enjoy my toasty.